You've invented some sort of water machine. So the first question is, why? Why did you think of doing that? What is it, and what are the benefits? What does it do?
Yeah, so of course, for the last 20 years, more than 20 years, the phototherapy patches have been stimulating the surface of the body with light. So this is a process called photobiomodulation, and the patches are able to tap into the naturally occurring biological code that all human beings use for communications, both within the cell and from cell to cell. So if we were to look at the DNA emits highly coherent pulses of light called biophotons, and they initiate thousands of different biochemical reactions within the cells. So the LifeWave patches, they tap into this so we can elevate glutathione, elevate copper peptide, elevate carnosine, or what have you, with this technology. So for many years, I thought, what if we could get light inside of the body? And we're already using light for communications, but what if there was some way of increasing that amount of light inside the body? So this was kind of generally the idea. And I thought of many, many different ways of how this might actually be possible. But then a number of years ago, I had a breakthrough, and we had been making materials that never existed before. We were taking base metals like tin and copper, aluminum, and we were combining them with the oxygen in the air, but in the presence of a very specific type of electromagnetic field. And what we found, once we used X-ray diffraction as an analytical tool, that we could change the angle with which the oxygen was binding to the metal and creating entirely new species of materials that never existed before. So the general idea was, if we could use light, which of course is very, very high frequency electromagnetic energy, to change the bond angle between hydrogen and oxygen, we might be able to insert photons in between that angle. So that would mean as the water goes into your body and it's metabolized, those photons of light would be released. And if we could embed the correct wavelengths of light, then we would be able to trigger a metabolic response that you might normally get. So that was kind of like the foundation for the study. And of course, we used a biomimetic method to look at species that don't age to determine what should those wavelengths of light be. And the ultimate goal is we're introducing energy in the form of light inside the body to start a regenerative process so we can reverse the age of the cells. That's the goal.
Wow, that is great.